ways that you can have the text on the screen read to you. First, we're going to take a look how this could be done on a computer. While it's not the most straightforward or easiest, I'm going to give you a couple options to help you. So if you're in a Google form or you're using Chrome browser, usually what you can do is select the text you want, right-click it, go down to Speech, select Start Speaking.
How can I get my online test read to me? Asterisk.
All right, so anything that you want read, you'll highlight. Let's say the second option is a little bit wordy for you. You can highlight it, right-click it, Speech.
Highlight the text, then left-click the mouse and select Speech.
Okay, when you're done, let's say you're taking a test on Google Forms, you submit it. Okay, if you want it read all at once, all of these, it's going to go a little quick, but let's take a listen.
Call my teacher and ask for it. Highlight the text, then left-click the mouse and select Speech read. Doing a handstand. Write someone a nice letter.
There are some extensions you can get on Google Chrome if you want to browse them. Some of them are more reliable than others. I haven't found anything that's extremely reliable, but this is one option. In Google Docs, if you have an assessment or you have assignments, okay, if you're on a Mac or a PC, there are accessibility options that you can access. So if I go to my system preferences and I go to accessibility, then I go to speech, okay, I am going to speak selected text when the key is pressed. So I click this, and on my Mac the default is hitting the Option and Escape button. And you can change the voices. Okay, I'll keep it as standard. You can change the speed. Okay. I'll put this to the side. Let's go over here. Now I'm going to hit Option and Escape.
Analyze the Electoral College map to the right. Why do you think FDR won the election of 1932 by such a wide margin?
Let me slow that down.
Analyze the Electoral College map to the right. Why do you think FDR won the election of 1932 by such a wide margin?
Now I'll come down to this chart. Now let's say I want this in the cell red. Again, I'm going to hit on my Mac Option and Escape. It may be a little different on a PC.
FDR said, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, which gave the American people confidence during the Depression."
Can change the voice.
FDIC insured savings accounts in banks up to $5,000, approved by the government. It also separated commercial banks that deal with people's savings and investment banking that invest in the stock market. This portion of the law was repealed in 1999.
Okay, so this is from the system there. If I'm on a regular Google Classroom and I'm on Chrome's browser, I can select here. I can right-click again and have the speech.
You will be able to access the test anytime between 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. If you cannot take the test during that time frame, please contact Ms. Chimeri.
Last thing may be helpful for your responses. Okay. Let's say I was going to type in here. I'm going to go to Tools, Voice Typing. So now I have my cursor in here. Once I click this, let's see what I can write. Allow this. This helped Americans during the Great Depression because. I hit the stop button. Okay, so I can go in and edit it if I want. Okay, so here's speech to text and text. If you're using an iOS device such as an iPhone or an iPad, you can go into your settings and then go to accessibility. You'll go down and you'll have spoken content. You can turn that on. Then you have different options to highlight content. You can highlight words, sentences, you can change the color even. Now you have to have the apps Google Classroom and Google Docs, okay? So that when you open your doc, you're going to open it into the Google Docs app. So if you go to highlight it, you won't get the option. You have to click into the text so that the keyboard pops up, and then you can select it and you'll see the speak option. Now you can't hear it because this is just a screen recording on my iPhone, but it actually reads it back to you. You can change the pace, the speed, and the color of highlighting if you want in the accessibility options in your settings tab.